Welcome back to Low Level Trim. In this video, I'm going to show I will call it a appearance change. I'm not going to call it a modification or an upgrade, but this is inspired by the Silverado ZR2 AEV rear bumper. It is available from AEV at, I think it's $3,000, so quite an expensive upgrade, and this is inspired by that. So what I thought about was, how can I get a bumper for a lot lower price that has a similar appearance? And I thought, well, I'm familiar with the BumperShellz, so what I did was I got the matte black BumperShellz. And if you're not familiar with the BumperShellz, they're made by a company called Ecological, and they're basically an ABS plastic overlay. And they do make them for the front bumper and for the rear. And these particular ones are matte black, and that will give a similar appearance to the AEV rear bumper. They are installed pretty easily. It does have 3M tape, and you just stick them on and they will fit underneath the existing plastic. So they'll basically cover the metal portion. I'll likely have to remove these protective covers there. And the installation is pretty simple. For the Silverado and Sierra, you have the steps. So you'll remove those, just a few screws to get the step removed, and then you'll use the 3M tape to apply the BumperShellz. They come in 3 sections, one on each side, and then a piece across the middle. So that should be a pretty quick installation, and that's the goal, is to kind of give an appearance of the AEV rear bumper. The AEV rear bumper also has, I believe it's 2 shackles on each side, and I plan on getting a shackle and put it in the hitch receiver. So that's the general plan. I'll put it together, and I'll show you how it turns out. Thanks. The steps are out, so I'll get those cleaned out while I've got them open. I'll clean up this part too, and after that it should be ready to put on the BumperShellz. So ready for the install of the right side. So really just has these 2 pieces of the double-sided tape. I was going to put more on there, but I think I'm going to just leave the 2 pieces. That will give me the flexibility as opposed to getting more tape and it'll just be stuck. So I won't have the flexibility to get it moved around to get it in place perfectly. So I will remove the back side of the tape, and then I will get this installed. Can't hold the camera while I do it, but it should be relatively quick. Okay, as you can kind of see, I did get it up underneath, so that seems to be pretty good all along there. This will of course be covered with the step. Looks like that's maybe got to be moved a little bit more, but it went underneath the existing plastic piece. It's not fitting real tight there. I'll see what I can do. I know I've got, of course, a screw there that'll keep that tight. So I'm going to try to inch it over a little bit more to the left, but overall it did fit in there pretty good. Okay, so I've got both the right and the left side installed. I did install the lower bolts, so it really is in place. Looks good. Pretty tight. Sorry, pretty tight up here. So next is the center piece. So that has much more tape. So I want to get that perfectly centered, and that should go pretty quick. So it just looks like, yeah, it just goes underneath here on the top, and then is secured by the double-sided 3M tape. Should be quick. The steps are now in, so the install is pretty much complete. As you can see, matte black rear bumper, inspired by the AEV rear bumper on the ZR2 Silverado, and for a fraction of the price. I happen to get these BumperShellz. They were on sale on American Truck. They happened to have the ones I needed without the sensors and with the exhaust cutouts. I think it was $120, so that was a sale price just for this particular set. So the only thing left will be the shackle to finish off this. I got a shackle from, I think it was Amazon. I think they had a similar one on eBay, but I'll put a link in the description below, and all finished. So that is the ecological BumperShellz that are inspired by the AEV rear bumper. Thanks for watching.